आचार्य पितरः पुत्रा स्तथैव च पितामहाः मातुला श्वशुरा पौत्राः शालासम्बन्धिनस्तथा एतान्न हन्तुमिच्छामि नदोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतो किं नु मही कृते. Teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, grandsons, fathers-in-law, grandnephews, brothers-in-law, and other kinsmen are present here, staking their lives and riches. O Madhusudan, I do not wish to slay them, even if they attack me. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, what satisfaction will we derive from the dominion over the three worlds? What to speak of this earth? Arjun looked at the vast gathering of warriors on the battlefield and started considering his relationships with them. His teachers, Dronacharya and Kripacharya, grand uncle Bhishma and Somdatt, Bhurishwara, Kunti Bhoj, Purujit, Shalya and Sakuni, his maternal uncles. The 100 Kauravas, their sons, grandsons, and several other relatives had all assembled there prepared for a battle till death. Twice in this verse, Arjun used the word api, which means even though. He addresses Sri Krishna as Madhusudan, the killer of a demon named Madhu, and says, O Madhusudan, I do not wish to kill them, even though I am aware they are eager to do so. Again he says, even though for the sake of victory over the three worlds we fight, what joy would we get by killing our own folks? In these verses, Arjun expands on the depth of his moral anguish. He lists in detail the many relationships he sees on the battlefield, not faceless soldiers, but people who shaped his life. By laying out these relations, Arjun is not just making an emotional appeal. He is showing how the war has turned into a civil and spiritual crisis. The war is no longer external, it is personal. The enemy is not evil, it is his own blood, his mentors, and his well-wishers. In verse 35, Arjun goes further and declares, even if they attack me, I do not wish to kill them, not for wealth, not even for the kingdom of the three worlds, that is, heaven, earth, and the underworld. This is a powerful statement of detachment from ambition. Arjun no longer craves victory or rule. No material gain can justify the cost of destroying those he loves. He calls Krishna Madhusudan, a subtle contrast. Krishna destroys demons, but Arjun sees no demons here, only dear ones. These verses beautifully express the awakening of a compassionate heart. Arjun realizes that success without love, power without peace, and victory without values are empty. His stance challenges the common idea that duty must be blind. Instead, he asks, can duty ever justify the destruction of dharma in the form of family, kindness, and connection? Yet, there is also an inner conflict brewing. While Arjun's compassion is noble, his clarity is clouded by emotion. He hasn't yet discovered the higher wisdom that will allow him to act without detachment and ego, which Krishna will soon reveal. This moment teaches us, before rushing into action, it's essential to ask, is what I'm doing aligned with truth, or is it driven by fear, pride, or loss?